Hi, my name's Rosie and that's my cat Crunchy, who apparently is going to sit there and will refuse to move until I let him be in the video. Hopefully his purring isn't too loud. Today I'm going to do a book haul. I'm going to talk about 6 books I have recently obtained. 2 are paperbacks, 2 are ebooks and 2 are advance copies I've been given by publishers on NetGalley in exchange for an honest review. The first one I'm going to talk about is Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've wanted to read something by him for ages now. I've been put off mostly because they all seem pretty sad and depressing, and I don't want to be the girl who sits in her bed at 2 o'clock in the morning crying over a book. The funny thing is, I actually meant to pick up Paper Towns, which I decided was okay and probably wouldn't make me cry too much, but for some reason I went into Waterstones and picked up this. It wasn't until I got home that I realised this was in fact not Paper Towns, it was Looking for Alaska. If I recall rightly though, I did some research on this, and this one doesn't seem like it's going to depress me and make me cry too much, so we'll have to wait and see. The next book I want to talk about is a book that's been on my to-read list for ages now. It's been well over a year since I saw somebody. I can't remember if it was a review or a haul, but anyway, it's Matched by Condie. It first joined my to-read list a while ago, so I can't really remember exactly what happens, but I do remember that the premise is that people are matched up to people and that's who they're supposed to love, fall in love with and marry and have a family with. The main character sees a picture of the boy she's supposed to be matched with, but then in some kind of glitch a second picture also shows up, and I think the book, from what I can recall, is about her trying to make a choice between which boy she wants. I can see why Matched has been on my to-read list for ages now, because love triangles can be an absolute pain in the behind if they're not really well written, so I hope this doesn't let me down. The next 4 books I'm going to talk about are ebooks, so I haven't got a nice shiny cover I can wave around in your face, but hopefully with some kind of computer wizardry and the help of the internet I will manage to get a cover of the book to appear in here or here somewhere. Hopefully it happens. The first 2 books are books I've been given advance copies of by publishers on NetGalley in exchange for an honest review. The first one I want to talk about is one I just started reading last night. It's called Providence by, and the author's name is seriously going to trip me up, I'm quite sure, Colozza, Cocca, and that comes out in the UK in March. I think it's March 18th. Providence isn't the kind of book I would usually read. I kind of stick to dystopian stories. I very rarely tend to venture outside it. From the 20 or 30 pages I've read so far, I've really enjoyed it, and it's reassured me that I really should try to step outside of the dystopian genre sometimes, because there are some fantastic books out there, and I'm really glad I chose Providence. The second book I've got waiting to read from NetGalley is Read by Alison Cherry. This one really took my interest because it's different and it sounds like it could be really funny. From what I can gather, this is about a school in a town where everybody's a redhead, and the main character is really popular, but she's got a secret, and that secret is that her natural hair isn't actually red. Saying it out loud, it sounds so dramatic. I think it's got potential to be really funny and interesting, so I'm expecting quite a lot from that. The next 2 books are books I kind of not brought because they were free from Amazon, but downloaded from Amazon on a whim from their top 100, I think it was young adult and teen chart thing. Most of the time I research and read reviews on every single book I read, and occasionally I go a little bit crazy and I just download anything. The first one I downloaded is Dollhouse by Anja, Allyn. This appears to be about a giant dollhouse under a mansion where girls are kind of taken to and kept, and it's about 2 characters who are trying to find their missing friend, and they come across this dollhouse. So some of the reviews on Amazon said that it got some horror in there and that it wasn't for kids, and horror isn't really something I tend to read, so it'd be interesting to see what that's like. The last book is UnEnchanted by Chanda, Hahn. I hope I've said that right, I apologise if I haven't. This was another one of those I just skimmed the description and downloaded it straight away. This is about a girl called Mina who, after being a bit of a nobody and a loser at school, she suddenly finds herself a hero and kind of famous and popular within the school. But she's a descendant of the Brothers Grimm, and she's got to finish off their fairy tale business. Whatever that means, I'm not entirely sure. These books will keep me busy over Christmas, and with any luck I'll find the time to do an individual review on hopefully some of these, if not all of them. Thanks for watching. My cat's disappeared now rather rudely, so thank you for looking at him and putting up with his purring if that was a problem. just a cat. He's just going to sit there and do that. 2 are paperbacks, 2 are ebooks. I can't even do that.